If you still spend 3 hours trying to research the perfect workout plan or the perfect side hustle strategy, but you A, haven't lifted a single weight, or B, you haven't created a single website, you're still a bitch. At least that's what I would say if I didn't know that your brain is actually wired to make sure that you're average. You see, it's not your fault. You see, your brain isn't evolved for success. It's evolved for number one thing, and it is survival. You can't even see that shit, bro. You see, it's evolved for survival. And the number one premise of survival is what? To conserve your energy. So when you're sat there optimizing your Notion workspace, trying to get the perfect habit tracker, or maybe you're just thinking about calculating the perfect angle to press the weight, your brain releases dopamine and it makes you feel productive. And that makes your brain think, hang on, if we're getting dopamine from planning, which is low dopamine, what's the point of us actually doing the fucking workout? Let's make you feel lazy so you don't have to use the calories required to actually go do the workout, which is high energy. You see, execution is supposed to be simple. You see, you pick up the heavy object and you're simply supposed to just lift it. You don't need a 45-minute YouTube tutorial to tell you to start walking forward, do you? You see, but overthinkers, we don't lift the weight. We measure it, we pick it up, and then we're thinking about the best angle that we should lift it as. Is it this way or is it that way? We're calculating the optimal grip width and the exact trajectory that we need to pull this band in. You spend 3 hours trying to optimize the perfect way to do it, and by the time that you get that perfect way, when it's time for you to actually go and do the thing you need to do, you're just completely burned out. See, the thing is that you don't lack ability. You watching this right now, you wouldn't be watching this if you weren't intelligent in some way. But the thing is that you're weaponizing your own intelligence against yourself. And just like older me, you're using your massive brain capacity to build complex excuses. You see, if you took just 10% of the energy that you spent calculating that so-called perfect path because you don't want to do it the normal way, and you just used it to walk blindly down that dirty, imperfect path that you don't want to go down, you would be so much more further ahead than you are right now. You see, telling you to do it just doesn't work. Your brain is too smart for that. So let me give you 3 biological steps to override your own overthinking. You see, step number 1 is called the override, which simply is about awareness. You see, the second that you catch yourself trying to chase yourself over to try and do the best way to do something for more than 15 minutes, before you fall into the trap, you need to pull the emergency brake. You need to recognize that you nearly fell into the trap isn't your fault, and it's merely just your brain trying to make sure that you don't expend any more energy. So go ahead and put yourself in the driver's seat. You see, step number 2 is speed. What we need to do is erase you even trying to go over the trap in the first place. Stop trying to be perfect and start trying to be fast. Because being fast will kill the anxiety. Don't try to calculate the perfect angle to lift the weight. Just pick it up and just lift it with the terrible form if you have to. Because the data points you get from actually lifting it will give you a lot more information than you searching it up online trying to get to the best thing that I've erased right here. You see, and step number 3 is data. And this is the big secret. You stop trying to execute to try to get the perfect result. You try to execute to get data. Because you know that mistakes aren't fully failures. They're just data points. If you launch a terrible fast video, you have a terrible fast workout, you acquire the exact things you need to optimize the routine, to optimize the second one. Because in the path of you trying to get to the point that you want to get up to, you can't optimize for the third step without you having or actually making the first big one. That's it for this video. I'm gonna keep it like this, no full outro. And me creating this video is me exactly listening to this. Because instead of me trying to think about putting out the perfect video, I'm gonna put out this, which is the first step on my journey to the best videos that I can make. Go do what you need to do, bro.